Hello, good morning, guys. A great morning to all of those who tuned into the realest thing in the world. Coming to you from Guyana, South America. TBN Studios, 126 Laluni Street, Queenstown. Now, here what happened now. Long time I used to say madness is glad. I learned these things from me, mother. I used to play mad and that kind of thing. I've come across some worrying videos on social media, and we're going to discuss them. One yesterday, we discussed a little boy who thankfully is in the care of relatives now, and we still got the grandmother picture, we got the area where they're from, and so we can't post the kid because it's a kid, and there are laws against posting kid. He's had enough trauma. He doesn't need to see himself or his school friends hear people talking about him or their moms talking about him or whatever, right? So, Irella, good morning. Donna Fredericks, good morning. Imran, good morning to you. Suzanne, morning. Rishma. This name here, girl, where you go? Suchan. Shuchan, you got me even know if I pronounce it. It's not your name, nothing wrong with your name. It's me. Not bright enough for pronounce your name. Yes, it's not you, nothing wrong with your name. Golendrie, Golendrie, me, it's me, it's not you. It's nothing wrong with your name. You got the perfect name. Me just don't want to call him. You understand? If your fucking brain never end up in a bind for trying to call a name, the thing, no, me not lie to you, man. Me be honest with you. Nothing wrong with your name is just me. Me are the problem. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, right? Me are the problem. Vita, Pamela Nermili. Here, don't want him. Screw up through all out of the fucking window I learned from grandma. You know what I tell you? I just right away look at the thing and calculate, whoa. I know if you spell it right or what, never come across nothing like that. Right? I know if call me and tell me how to pronounce it. I'm glad for Lauren. I'm glad now you name is the problem. It's me. Me not too smart. Me not too bright. Forgive me. Kesh, good morning to you, buddy. Prince, good morning. No, we can't make up these things. You understand? All right. So I came across a video. First thing is the president has made sweeping announcements about raise of pay for some in the public sector, and I'm glad for them. I don't know if it's teachers who the honest truth is I could care less. Living in a society like this, with all the shortcomings I see, you know, even adults, I question the educational system. Not a Guyana alone, if it works. Looking at the crime on the road, you tell me your police get paid, but, you know, why should I give a fuck? Because in any case, the tech can pay. If you didn't raise the pay, the tech can pay. Is that going to change anything? Are they going to stop taking bribes from people? You know, when it comes to that, I care because I talk about it and I work tediously to try to change it. But yeah, I say, oh, you get more money. Yeah. So what do you got to do with me? The micro and the macroeconomics of it. You understand? What do you got to do with me? Is the real thing down at the bottom, is it going to change? Yes. More Guyanese brothers and sisters have money. They're going to take care of themselves. They're going to eat. They're not going to depend on the bread line. Thankfully so. They're in depend on the bread line now. You understand? Nurses getting things, teachers getting things. Yeah. What's going to change for we the people? Other than the sharp people, them getting more, little more money circulating in the system and so, you know. So let me keep it real about that. That's my opinion. But I've seen videos of everybody happy. It's amazing. And yeah, the president promised that and he has to deliver. And so far, for the most part, they have been delivering. Right? So kudos to President Ali and the raising of the one with the name that is. Send a voice note to me. Let me hear how the name is pronounced. Let me learn at least one thing this morning. Oh, so there's a Raj calling this morning. Hey, buddy, talk to me.
Yeah, I was watching this morning, watch a video, watch with the kid, the guy standing.
Yeah.
I look at both two, I'm ready to go to work. That's real sad, man. You see, thank God that I missed the time because we time change the other day when I called you. You see what I was telling you about human resource? Bro, over here, in America here is a whole lot different. Things got to be done there today.
Tell me how it's a lot different. Tell me.
Well, the difference in me, protecting children, take care of kids, you know.
I don't know if you know, or are you just part of a small Amish community? I don't know if you're there with the Amish, them over there. But they got the most school shootings in the world. Me know what protecting kids you're talking about. They got the most kids molested. They got America created the Amber Alert because they got the most missing fucking kids. With the pervert. So, no. Get your story straight, partner. No, but per capita. Right? But they ain't got no other country in the world that got so much school shootings. They ain't got no.
I know.
America is the junkie of the world. The most cocaine goes to America. You understand? The most perverted people are found in America.
Yeah, but look at the ratio of the population. Look at that. We should have got over there. Should have got much things more different. You know, like I was watching the commission inquiry with Madia's story with the fire chief last night news. For God, Mosley, it's so sad, yeah. Because out of 12 complain, only one he working. You know, that's like way out of line. There are people who need to do the thing, man. The government can't do everything alone. People got to do this stuff, you know.
No, but the mindset of the people have to change. When you go to society, I just came back from Brazil. When you go to society, what happens? The people are here and they want to act in a certain manner, but they're looking like you're saying no at America standards. You understand? This time, nobody talks to the brother. Nobody talks to the sister. You imagine, we watching the video with a little boy. You have a whole community of fucking thirds. They're thirds. A mother, a grandmother, a one in the background might be a fucking homosexual. He might be a little anti-man. I'm glad they keep you out of the house. Because here he think that little boy left. No. Listen to this. It's not me saying this, man. You gotta listen to this. Here he voice in the background.
And the picnic father is not here. He's staying at number 47 Village. And he's not there here. Bring picnic left from a road corner. You see the girl? David, go back. Your father's not here.
The father, mother, grandmother. These people.
No, the father in there. Listen, I want you to listen to this thing.
Go with your mother. Your father's not here.
Go with your mommy. Go with your mommy. If that not a little fucking auntie man change me name. You understand? So it's glad the boy not go in the house. Because he got a little auntie man uncle. Go with your mommy. Go with your mommy. If that not a little fag change me name. No, the other one? We thought is the auntie. No, it's not the auntie. It's the uncle.
Your father's
Here.
not here. Hey, pass on with your mother.
You know, these people are
Never see. I'm going to go back with your mom. Go back with your mother. Go back
Here.
Run. That is a child. Yeah, the child of walk around for that one night. And she rocked on. She one day me wrong on.
But next time a little man, if I see there in the background, run go behind your mother. But the other one is a little auntie man one. You understand? They may on the father guy come and collect key. Or stay with the mother, because in the house he got turn with a little auntie man. You understand? That one auntie man. And this is the realities of the world we're living in. When you got a whole society of people that don't know how they should act. Right? So I hear what you're saying, but don't let me do a comparative analysis of America. Let me sit down. America got the most black people in jail. You know that?
From that, listen, law and order got to do the work for them. That's the whole thing.
No, but we as the people have to have more of these discussions. A lot of change in recent times. A lot has changed in recent times, Raj, although the PNC, as far as I'm concerned, economically was a good-for-nothing government. Yes, and led a good-for-nothing government. There's a lot that was changing. There was structure because Granger was like people's grandfather, and there was a lot was changing from then. You got a young, new crop, a president, young, aspiring, and there. You got a politician, Jagdio. He wants to see with people and see better people and willing to lean back. I don't got no fucking time with them people. They're low life and they're hungry belly, and I telling them. You understand?
Well, I wish I had the patience like former President Jagdio. I wish I had that Scott over here.
Me ain't got the patience, bye. I tell myself, partner, these people you trying to save, you know as it to save them, is lick some of them want. As soon as somebody holler, he there to help them. No. Squatting is squatting. Some people call me critic, I got that thing. I squatting in your land. Squatting is illegal. I can't do nothing but it. You turn to the wrong person. If you go to Jack, yo, yes, let me try to help you. Yes, sir. You put yourself in a fucking situation, I gotta help you. Eh? I gotta help you. People want change, and why I could be on point with this, and I talk about this more and more every day. You understand? Is because, buddy, you see how I looking, Raj? How I looking to you? From when you first know me?
At least you're doing a good job, excellent.
Me time at that time, but my physical appearance, how I looking?
That's what I'm telling you. You're doing a good job for yourself.
Well, listen to me. Listen to me. It ain't come naturally. It's not aesthetics. I just comb my hair and I look my hair. Every morning, I gotta go to the gym for an hour. Selectively, I have to decide what I'm going to eat and put into my body to be physically and mentally healthy. It takes time and effort. This outward appearance that you're seeing, it takes time and effort, multiple hours within a day to get an acquired result or required result. You understand? So everyone want to watch, like you say, yes, what America doing, and what are Guyanese doing? What are we doing inwardly to get the results we want? If you go and every time you throw something in the ground, somebody is there to tell you can't do that. That is not the proper way to do it. If you go to me care, a set of rubbish there, me care. Ask there's
you know, lots of people had to come to America for learn stuff and do things. Before I came to
no,
America,
but they learn. There's come back with the white mouth, hungry belly behavior. And they ain't got nothing to bring back. Here. Raj, we can get an argument on this. Me, you good, we can get an argument on this because I don't feel I'll fucking learn anything I can bring. I like you, I see what you do. And in terms of construction, I think it's amazing. You put people on a whole new level with the kind of service where you learn over there you bring in. But when it comes to morality and all, America's not a place for bring with all them buggerman and them fucking junkie over there. Ain't no place to bring nothing. With the school shooting, the psychopaths, the perverts, the politics, yes, and they ain't got nothing from America you could bring. Maybe you could go and learn more from India. Or Europe.
Because of the law and order, they can do everything what they want to do. If they didn't have a good law and order in New York City, you know, it'll 10 times worse than Guyana. I know that.
They got cities. They got junkie cities in America, but they Chicago area and all them things there. People going out their mind. Canada.
Every living day you could see that shit. People, I don't listen. Where I live in here in Queens, sometimes when you go out on the road, you would not believe. You know, in Jamaica, you would not believe the place out dirty and nasty. I don't. People
Tell me. Me and no. I can't talk about them. But people tell me, little guy, some of them streets down there, you're gonna find them same Indian man how there's drunk down here, they're drunk in New York City. You understand? They travel with their low life, hungry belly behavior. They can't come out to them. It's ingrained in them.
I can tell you. I travel a lot in New York. I can't tell you exactly areas where. Right now I'm going Long Island. That's a whole different area. A whole different culture, a whole different way. But I'm telling you this, bro. There is so much difference in town. The only thing, look, Guyana is a nice country. There are sensitive people, yes, not everybody's stupid. But the point is, you know, people, let me tell you something. You see, like me, I got lots of guys who work for me. I got Guyana, I have my own business. One thing I learned that I don't get on workers, you know. I don't know how, sometimes a mama trying, he say doing the best. But that's how we learn. I don't help you and squeal at people because you make them get confused.
No. A man could only do.
Listen, I'm 52 and I still climb any roof. I don't.
No, but here, a man can only do.
You will see me one these days.
Raj, we talk. You confuse them in fucking soul, down to my soul. I know where this story going. And Mike done confusing, he confuses me, this country there for. You understand? But he got good input. He got good thing. He work, he this, he fucking do, he can't stand up and fucking make sense. It frustrates him, you know. Watch me, let me go to another cool with mine. Let me watch Seeon massaging one of them girls. And you could go down the phone number there in the top of the thing. Hear the music and so now. What's going on? What's that? Let me calm my mind. Hear the music that. So relaxing. Because by know we doing, you got to massage somebody. You got somebody could tell you if he know we do. I don't know if he know we do. You know we do? I could start massage. I start rubbing up you all over the place. Is a massage. So Seeon massaging whole week, right? You got and here in the Nancy phone, yes, there's somebody coming. You have any other number for Seeon? When I hear a man talking like that, don't calculate thing, right? I said I don't have no number for Seeon. Don't call him for fucking Seeon. Call Seeon number or WhatsApp it. Okay, baby. He start put up these videos, he massage people. I watch he. Yeah, said all them are attracted to you. And they call him me. Y'all know, they never tell y'all. I don't know anything, no period. You understand? I ain't homophobic or nothing. Right? But, so you buy a nice room, you buy a nice music playing, you know? Me homophobic or nothing but. Now buy. Who can deal with the women? If me now finally give up, I want the women. They done got the anti-men for deal with the women them hustling them. They got friends. You imagine a woman talking to another woman and she know she thought is out of friendship and feminine. The girl trying to fuck she. Yeah, I say, how you doing? And she got a special interest in she. This time she didn't realize it's grind. The girl looking for grind with she. No way you can't trust nothing, partner. The world has become such a confusing place. You see two girls together, you guys say, yeah, if you ask them if it's lesbian, they got a problem with them. You understand? Because I see, I don't want to talk to one of y'all and one of y'all there with one another one. Them looking little man. He might ask them right there. You want no time? Y'all is lesbian. We're going at it. You understand? I ain't mind throwing down two y'all together. I ain't mind thing. I can see with the lesbians them, but the auntie men them I can't handle. You understand? Me neighbor though. Man with beard and I see some, you know, like, oh, you could get another man beard. Women are sensuous and thing, right? I would want to think women ain't gonna look at women. Women gonna look at two men. Women go okay with even two auntie men. Right? Because that is the opposite sex. But me and mine looking at two, I ain't got no problem. If y'all is lesbians, y'all want to lose me as a dildo, I have no problem. Like, here, the world is a strange place. Right? I hear people but some man get raped, some woman rape some man. Me? At the age of 16, I'm looking for people to rape me. Anybody? Your mother, your grandmother, anybody. Rape me. You understand? At the age of 16, when I learned a pump, I started pushing me battle. Me lowly battling anything. You understand? Anything for break. And now banner, me know where they learn or where they come from. Or where this anti-manism come out of them day was raped by some woman. Me rape me. You understand? If you say, if I hear over here, you want to be holy or rape, might you come and right there naked, so. Don't hurt me. Yes, sir. Don't. So I don't know what the world has become. The world has become a crazy place. When I come out when I was 16, a girl hold me and rape me. Me? That's that. Lucky thing is Albert Tongue I grew up in. And by the time I really get into things, you understand? I did done big and get gal and all them thing now. Cause Albert Tongue had pig and all them thing now. Yeah, so I could only imagine if I did grow up on a farm as I did fucking some pig all. Seriously. These is things man don't want to talk about and people don't want to take seriously. When you little and you hormones thing, the first time Stephen teach me for pump, when I learn for pump, I go wild. Yeah, I said, what is this? Next time, force meeting in a coke bottle, and the thing swell up in the coke bottle, I was scunned forget it, I had to block half the bottle, because people through the window see me more coming up the road light street. I they say, but with a coke bottle, them little hard coke bottle, yeah, I youth man, there's about 9 or 10 or something like that with a coke bottle. But I watch up, the thing stand up in the coke bottle and stick create a vacuum. And they can't come out of the coke bottle, I gotta run it back here, I have blocking the coke bottle off, so. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning, Michael. That's St. Helens.
Hey, St. Helens.
You got a place they sell cloth, so for like mechanic use.
They sell what?
Do you know where? Cloth.
Cloth?
Yeah.
You can't buy cloth, man. You find old me got enough old jersey and all them things in the room. I can bring cloth for you.
Mr. Wojik attack is Michael. It's all cloth, all cloth.
Yeah, but you still got to pay for it. I got old cloth I got for free.
Yeah. Once you got, I'm okay with it.
I bring it for you. I'm going to bring it for you when I come up.
Thank you.
Is the crane fixed?
We wait for the hose.
Roger, let us wait at the place for the hose now. When I come there ready for operate.
Yes, Michael go with him. I tell him he say he's going to take care of that.
Roger that. Cool, buddy.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Cloth? This bio cloth? No. Yeah, I telling y'all. We're going on. We had a nice childhood, different experiences. Everybody might not have had my experience. I had little wild experiences, right? But like this day and age, you hear him ban attacking thing, yes, and Wayne was the 40-year-old virgin. You know why Wayne then is not gay? Because I would have plugged his hole since he was a little boy. But we ain't grow up, so we ain't grow up watching one another as men. You watch your friend, your friend, yes, and we didn't have no anti-manism between we. And Wayne wasn't, no, as I was like the little macho kid. But we never watch one another, sir. You living in a whole society where you ain't know who is who. You understand? Your uncle, your auntie is a set of perverts and freaks there wrong. You can't leave your children in peace and feel secure with them. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Critic.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, morning. You know what happened, right? I just wanted to touch on a main point this morning. You aware of the BDO case, right? Where the prison director released two conflicted statements, right? You aware of it?
No, sir. Brief me. Is there any specific reason that you're trying to shield your voice? Just talk, man. Just talk. When people listen to them, think they didn't trust what you're saying because your voice song ain't fucked up.
No, I'm not trying to save my voice or anything. I'm speaking to you as normal.
This is how your voice is sung?
Yeah, normal.
Okay, all right. Talk to me.
Okay, yes. Well, the BB Gopal case, right?
Yeah.
A new record was prepared for all, right? And an early release from prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when contacted the prison director, he said that the woman is still in prison custody. On the second time when he contacted him, he said the parole board lost the woman. When contacted Deborah Omar, the chairman of the parole board, she said she doesn't know anything about that, right? So,
do you know when the prison director was first contacted? Do you know when the prison director...
Due to her good behavior and her conduct, when she gets released from prison, you imagine a high-profile case gets 7 years remission.
No. First thing is, as per the judgment, and I was reading it this morning, as per the judgment handed down by the Caribbean Court of Justice, the prison authorities somehow misread and misunderstood, and it is known that Guyanese are not good with maths. Some form of mingoism happened there, right? And she get 7 years, released 7 years ahead of time, right? So that is basically what the mix-up was about. If there is something afoot, if there's some surreptitious activity afoot, I would want to think that the authorities would initiate an investigation to clarify that, because it is worrying. How do somebody get let out of jail 7 years before time? Not me, okay, but who conflicting and how it conflicting. But we gotta find out how this mistake was made.
Yeah, right.
And that would warrant an investigation.
Oh, very well, Mr. Critic, right? But
Right.
there's another thing here, right? There's another thing. How can the prison director deny that the woman is still in prison custody when you're supposed to be aware of them when released?
Well, if you ask me right now, where exactly are my 85 piece equipment? I can tell you I got 85 piece equipment. Tupui Group have 85 piece of heavy duty equipment, 25 of which are trucks. If you ask me where they're there, I can't tell you. I can tell you it's me trucks and I still own them. I don't know if down at the office one of them sign up a paper and people trying to thief me trucks and putting it in their name. I know, because now is the person to look after them. So as I said, if it's not personal, it's not the prison director, you're trying to forget that. An investigation would help to understand how he didn't know, or should the prison director know how of the 1,400 prisoners at Luziknan, should he know them by name, what time they eat lunch, when they shit, how much gay? Do we need to know all of that? Does the prison director need to know all of that? What the prison director didn't do is, when asked the question, inform himself before answering. Because a lot of people in authority, here was I'm with them, they thinking always knowing is the good thing. Partner, I don't know. Let me call you back on that. I go and find out. You understand? So he know when he was asked the question the first time, obviously, if he hearing and say, no man, she there in the system. But imagine how much of a fool he would be saying, no, she has not been released, and he's content hide Shandy bed. You get me? If the person calling you for asking if Nisha Gopal has been released was sitting in front of Nisha Gopal and he don't know. Because if you text out the prison and the prison, the chief of the prison, the high Chandy bed, he know where she is and he can tell her, no, she hasn't been released because nobody know where she is. You understand?
Yeah.
But why would a man lie knowing that she got out there in public content just so she photo go turn up on Facebook? He did not know at the time. Obviously, he did not know.
No, Mr. Critic, aware because listen to me, right? Every
How so?
prisoner that's released, listen to me, right? I am in the prison since
A suspect, sir. Since you call the man name at the top 2 times, a suspect is a fucking promotion you're working for. Because people got fall off the top for you move up. Talk to me.
No, listen, right? Good. I am in the prison system since 2015. I joined this war, right? Good. You are telling me you have to order that release. It has the director of prison have to know that you have 3 discharged today.
Oh, okay. So now you explain to me how the standard operational procedures is the prison. No. But is it the head of the prisons or the officer in charge of that specific prison would have to know?
Very well. Well, listen to me how it operates. The director, the officer in charge have to do the discharge, but he have to indicate to the director that okay, we have so much discharge for today, we have so much inmate on remand, so much inmate on convicted, so much female, so much person. This is the tally. The tally total is 500. You understand? We did what 504, we discharged 4 prisoners. Right? So at the end of the day, the director has to know because the director has to submit to the Home Affairs Minister.
So is it a case whereas when presented with a list, and it's not representing the prison director, but when presented with a list, I am to read the name, get a bit of a background of this person and go through likewise. Or today is, let me say my secretary come and say, sir, there are 5 people being released today, and you look at it, can I peruse it and give my signature? Or is it the standard operational procedure that he should go in depth and fact find whether this is worthy of being, these people are worthy of being released, or so forth?
Yes, it should be taken serious measure because these are criminals, these are high-profile prisoners have been released. You, as the prison director of the facility, you have to be aware.
No, you're saying the prison director. The prison director and the facility is 2 different things. Officer in charge, the OC, because, by the way, I don't know if you know, I did a stint in Berbice prison, Camp Street and Berbice, Lot 12 Camp Street, for about 2-3 weeks, and then I was transferred to Berbice and brought back to the thing. So I know the thing was going on as you present yourself to the prison. I know from within the prison, one of the few people who in journalism that could really tell you how the prison system works, right? So the officer in charge for this facility, knowing and verify, because remember, I run in an entity that has multiple facilities. Mazaruni, Tamari, Camp Street, they still got people at Camp Street holding, and Berbice, which is female and male prisons at Berbice, right? The only female prison in the country. Because I used to watch what was happening from the male side of the prison. The girls on the other side. How do you know how you just communicate with the girls, the females from the male side? Yeah. So you just I just take off your socks because you need something clear for see. And they are right in the ear. You understand? Yeah, you had a thing. I know one man is breaking copper cell over the girls drink come. All kind of crazy scunt is going on with him. You understand? So I know, you know, I was one of the few people, boss man, could tell you anything about everything in this country. You understand? The only thing I can't talk about is bugger because me never get bugger. Me they ain't no buggery. You understand? I know and I stay away from them. And if they get it from a young age, I might have been the specialist in the country though. LGBT men were running over this place, knowing how proficient and efficient I am with when I get into something. You understand? Thank God I never fall into it. Right? Yeah, serious. Well, yes, an investigation will show. And as I said, there needs for an investigation that will show where the lacking has been. And in most cases, if it was not personal, right? If the intent on with the prison director is not personal, when the case comes forward and the lacking thereof is shown and it is not deliberate by the prison official, the SOPs change. And now in a case like that, if the head of the prison said, oh, I just look at it and I think, well, no, you can't look at it. You would have to go get the people named specifically and have your secretary or something give you a bit of a background, explain to me why this person is being released. Or when the person being released, they pass through your office, so you make sure you see them personally and sign off. Yes, I spoke to this person, although the parole authority would have done something, but we don't even know if that is within law, because you can't be trampling on people's rights. You understand?
I'm making this now right now. Just like how the prison director, the previous Mr. Samuel, sent on leave. I think Mr. Elliott needs to send on leave because it has to be an investigation, and this is a business that's been going on in prison. Because I could bring up several.
Well, send it to me. Send it to me.
I have been working at the reception, right? And these things been going on. I want to know how people get in a 60 days and 90 days remission without even working.
Well, I must say, I was sentenced to prison for vehicular accident for 6 months, and I spent 2 to 3 months of that. I had 60 days remission because I was working. Yes, I was working, but I get 60 days remission. Then I get back. I assaulted someone, so I get 30 days for that, right? So I spent 90 days, just about 90 days in prison. Yeah.
Remember, it has prisoners that don't work, they just pass the money. Let me send it on WhatsApp and show you.
Roger that. I will look at it. Cool. We talk. So, firstly, it is issue. The mother of the young Gopal who was brutally murdered by her mother and her sweet man, found guilty. That's not assumed. They were found guilty of it. And Sam Small, Jarvis Small, I think was his name, and Nisha Gopal. You know, sad. They gotta live with the sad situation. But she was released before time, and I think it warrants an investigation. We gotta understand what's going on in the prison system. Because this is high profile. How do you miss that? Like me, if I was the thing, and although I just peruse him, and I said, Nisha Gopal, I know this lady. You understand? I would have been thinking she needs to serve, you understand, every last hour. I didn't just sign it off on the justice. I would have tried to make she life as uncomfortable as fucking possible before she come out with it. I'm being honest. You understand? Knowing the story. Right? Kill your dad and put you in a suitcase. Help a man bury try your dad in a suitcase and playing like she's looking for your data. She's a next evil bitch. So, yeah, telling you. So where we going in? Brian Max gone mad. I came across this video, and this is the level of vulgarity and ignorance that is perpetuated in our society, directly related to the breakdown of moral standards. You understand? People ain't got a proper core anymore. And me is getting as the bad one just for being very explicit and very open in discussions. This is the ignorance. Big man, dressed up like a voodoo doctor. No, this is ignorance, right? This is ignorance. The funny thing is not a joke. It's not just a TikTok video. They got people, women, where Alice David is going to the movie, man. That's serious shit. They got people believing them shit, though. You understand? This is the society that you're a part of. Be careful be careful. So let me run through here. I asked for pictures and so of the people them. So this is the family. I don't know if it's the by mother, but this is the grandmother and one of her sons, right? For the little boy. This is the home, this is the area where they live and so. So I got the pictures that I requested from citizens. Just to let you know. But if we call your name and decide we want to know who you are and where you are, you could go and hide under a rock. Guyanese ain't easy. They come looking for you. You understand? Next time they're there with the phone, so picking up the rock and saying, Critic send me even take a picture with you. You understand? Yeah, it's real. So if you're going to use any consideration in your life and how you want to be in life, how you want to be seen in life, think about the actions, think about the kind of backlash these people get for their attitude. When you doing something, think about backlash. The funny thing is backlash you gotta get for train the other people. Because the grandmother didn't know what was the right thing to do. That mother didn't know what the right thing to do. The people in that community didn't know what the right thing was to do. Now they're being educated likewise. Right? Just so you know. So Brian Max put up a video. I think we should listen to his video and then. So let me tell y'all we're going now. Me got 11 minutes for a look at this fucking madness. So Brian Max, there loosen up his car here, and he suggests that somebody cut the brakes line, and then he went off and jagged you, saying jagged you send somebody to cut the brakes line. Right?
To do the inspection, we got the car jacked up. I will take the wheel off in a few.
So you go into the
got
bonnet.
The car jacked up already.
Hold on, you went into the bonnet.
Right?
Now you went into the bonnet. If you look in the bonnet, if you look at this piece of thing here, there's a set of twisted thing he got up twisted inside. This is a whole carrier. But you gotta listen to his story. He said the car never had a problem, never gave a problem, right? Luckily for he got a glanzer. A car that come as way back like till from the fucking 80s. He got one of them and never get a problem. Alright, but now it give a problem. But I'm gonna be honest with what C as a C, right?
It's totally empty. And I filled this up quite a few times. Fill it up quite a few times. So we're gonna find out now why it is. The mechanic is here with his bag of tricks. And we got the car jacked up already. And we'll take off here to see why it is, because we've identified this back wheel as the trouble area because there's the fluid on the ground. The fluid on the inside of the body. And we'll know just now if this was just a mechanical issue or if it was a deliberate act to sabotage the vehicle of a social activist and social media commentator, political commentator. This is the 30 glands here. With a Recaro seat that we just fitted in a couple of days ago. We got to do some more work, take it out and drop it down a little lower. It's an amazing seat, so we got the other one to match up, but they got to go a little lower. It's a little too high. It feels like if you're driving an excavator right now. So we'll have a chance just to see what's happening, you know. We want to see what kind of country we're living in. If maybe it's just...
Now bear in mind, you're listening to Brian Max and nobody pays attention to these things because they get caught up in the hype that comes after. So I'm a political activist and I can't got a mechanical problem, but I start recording and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I'm a political activist and I want to see what kind of country I'm living in. You believe if after I cuss and all them people, why is cuss? Yesterday a fucking hose bus for me excavator. Oh God, Jack, you're at the back there. Granger must he do it. Daniel Ramatar or Christopher Ramo just done cuss. They must he send somebody. No, but here was the problem. I want you to listen to Brian Max even before.
Take it out and drop it down a little
even
lower.
Before we
It's
see the problem.
So, we got the other one to
listen to Brian Max.
They gotta go a little lower. It's a little too high. It feels like if you're driving an excavator right now. So we'll have a chance just to see what's happening, you know. We want to see what kind of country we're living in. If maybe it's just a mongoose that did something, or if somebody deliberately sabotaged his car. We don't know for sure what's happening.
We know for sure. But we're going to see somebody deliberately sabotage his car. You know something? The mind is a beautiful thing. The mind is an amazing, or the most amazing tool that there is. Once you got something in your head, it's very difficult to not show traits of that in your head. Listen to this.
With the brakes. This is ABS. Right? This is totally empty. And I filled this up quite a few times. So we're going to find out now why it is. The mechanic is here with his bag of tricks.
No, everybody's got a brake problem. But Brian Max's brake problem is deliberate. Brian Max don't get brake problem. Bear in mind, a man will race grass, track, and got a mechanical background. Knows about these things. So Brian Max is totally, you know what kind of seat there in the car, and you understand? ABS braking system, he know what's going on.
We got the car jacked up already. And we'll take off here to see why it is, because we've identified this back wheel as the trouble area because of the fluid on the ground, the fluid on the inside of the body. And we'll know just now if this was just a mechanical issue or if it was a deliberate act.
No, everybody else in Guyana, when they got a issue, is a mechanical. You car, everybody carries mechanical. No matter whether you're cussing, you're abusing anybody, isn't it? But we can know just now if it's mechanical or if it's a
body. And we'll know just now if this was just a mechanical issue or if it was a deliberate act to sabotage the vehicle of a social activist and social media commentator, political commentator. This is the total glance here.
So, we set. The narrative has been set in your head. We gonna know just now what's the intention. If the intention is to sabotage. So far as just with me ain't see nothing, he ain't see, he claiming he ain't see nothing and he ain't know nothing. But somehow, he get a little idea. It might be sabotage.
The Recaro seat that we just fitted in a couple days ago. We got to do some more work, take it out and drop it down a little.
So as we depon it on the malu, so the wheel, we advertise this seat, the Recaro seat. Work on it. In fine Guyanese Critic style. I could only imagine watch Albi videos a day. I can do it like that, I can do it like that. Nobody can do it like the Critic. It's never been done before. It'll never be done after.
It's an amazing seat, so we got the other one to match up, but they gotta go a little lower. It's a little too high. It feels like if you're driving an excavator right now. So we'll have a chance just to see what's happening, you know. We want to see what kind of country we're living in. If
we see it, but we want to see the country get involved in this brick line thing. Not and then when I go, I'm surprised. What the hell is this? This what kind of country I live in? No, we want to see. So I'm going to see, and you are going to see. Fortunately for me, I do a video Luckily, and I uncover this great scheme to bring me down.
You're driving an excavator right now. So we'll have a chance just to see what's happening, you know. We want to see what kind of country we're living in. If maybe it's just a mongoose that did something, or if somebody...
Bear in mind, this is not serious at the time. Because it should be if it is something naturally weird, or if somebody deliberately do something. There's a mongoose and somebody deliberately do something. So all naturality gone out of this thing. There ain't nothing natural could happen to Brian Max. It's a conspiracy.
Deliberately sabotage this car. We don't know for sure what's happening.
You know.
Producer's gonna lower
After all them suggestions, you know.
Get on the ground. I tell you what, let us leave the speculation to and in a few minutes we'll know.
Wait. After speculation. Let's leave the speculation. It done gone in the people them head. The people them done start insinuating. You have set the premise to create hysteria. It is simple, it's not complicated, it's not hard to do.
Sure, because right now we don't know what's happening, so we take the wheel off.
No, but from all indications, you know what is happening, Brian Max. It was clear as day what is going to turn up on the deal with all the suggestions. It is clear as day. So how now? Oh, we know, Levy.
All-wheel disc, by the way. Right?
All-wheel disc.
This thing is set up like a full-time race car. And you see we're doing some maniac on the floor. So, Brian Max here. At the location where I left the vehicle for the last couple of days, since Sunday. And let me see what's happening here, Ricky. We'll know in a few minutes. Hi, I'm Jal Rahman. How are you doing, partner? How is that fin going, man? How is that fin? Haven't seen you for a while, buddy. You gotta come down and we hang out a little bit. What's going on here, Ricky? What?
So it didn't take Brian Max 2 seconds to identify the issue. As soon as the wheel came off, and under the where's called the area? Wheel housing. It's a wheel housing area, right? It's big open. So as soon as you see it, you can identify. But look at his surprise.
Haven't seen you for a while, buddy. You gotta come down and we hang out a little bit. What's going on here, Ricky? What?
So Brian, let me see your finger there, boy.
What's going on here, Ricky?
Your finger look a little dirty there, like your hand been in there before or what? What's really going on here? You been feeling hand in there for something? Livy.
What?
The hand look like the great door to the Annie there. Your hand look like it been in there before. Is the first time your hand been in there, Brian? Is now you discover this thing, Brian? It ain't looking too kosher. Oh my God. You don't slow up on this thing, you know. You ain't too quick when you draw. Let me see back the hand again.
Haven't seen you for a while, buddy. You gotta come down and we hang out a little bit. What's going on?
Now, bear in mind, this is Brian's first attempt to see and discover this thing. I don't know if he was touching other things or the nasty thing when the hand come from the bonnet and the brakes fluid or what, but I'm just saying. This is the first time you see this thing. And if you know about the wheel housing in a car, it's got a set of muck and thing that's down there, and there's always on the brake line area and thing, it's got a set of muck. And so you put your hand on it there, it's jammed. And thing is left with you, right? If you don't know, Let me make you aware. Most mechanics know this. The hand there. Look at the darkness here. It is a fast flash. But just look at the darkness. I'm very observant. I've investigated many accidents that the police report have confirmed, and I just walked through the video that confirmed that is how the accident went. As you guys know, hundreds of accidents.
What's going on here, Ricky? What?
So Brian Han just discovered this thing. The Brian Max X episode begins here now.
What? Where? Pull it apart. What? Somebody took a knife. Somebody took a knife. Let me get this light. Somebody took a knife and cut my brakes line. Somebody took a knife. Barajagdo.
So when you want to know what the build-up was about, well, it's about, right?
Your boys took a fucking knife to my fucking brakes line. Yo, Barajagdo, you just fucking declared war. You just fucking declared war on fucking me. And all I did was talk the fucking truth.
Now the mechanic there, obviously running in the dark, calculated. This is how this bad chip out and take a screwdriver. I can only imagine what the mechanic going through now. Because the mechanic who said they will see the situation and asking himself, is what bar jack do you have to do with this wheel there? He come in to fix this wheel. He could fix this thing, right?
All I did was talk the fucking truth. I made nothing that you could fucking denounce. I made nothing you could deny. Everything I fucking said was the truth. And you sent fucking people to cut my fucking brakes line.
Bear in mind, Brian Max didn't know what happened to the brakes line. Before this, he didn't see nobody close to the car. He didn't see no funny movement. He just losing brakes fluid. Now he is confirming that is Barajagdo. There's a grand scheme against him.
You're gonna fucking learn what it is fucking like to live on the other fucking side of the life of this fucking man called Mad Max. You're gonna fucking learn, Barrett. You send fucking people to cut my fucking brakes line. You son of a fucking bitch! You're...
Now my header suggests how mental illness in this country is being taken as a joke and entertainment. So the two sides of the political spectrum, the PPP people will look at Brian Max as a madman because he attacked Jagdeo, and they would see him from that perspective because he's attacking Jagdeo. The PNC perspective finds it entertaining because he's attacking Jagdeo. But the truth is, this is mental illness in all its glory and should and needs be addressed. In some cases, men are going through midlife crises, but this here is a different level. Look at the turn of events. In one video, so he's videoing, he left the car there since Sunday, no talk about it, brakes fluid leaking. Bear in mind, Sunday was the races at South Dakota Circuit. Brian Max is a race enthusiast. Racing involves cars. Mark Vera and somebody had a fight. Do we have the video? Hold on. Let me show you. There was a fight between Mark Vera and another individual at the races. So races is not no easy thing. Races ain't no peaceful thing. No. Not to say this is an important story. This is a fight between two men. Let me go straight back into that. But I'm showing you how delusional this man is. So I get enough the video. This is what happened in the race. When Brian Max say he left his car. This is the kind of tension that happens at races. And remember, races is a car thing, right? We're going any. This thing can't transfer. So look at this. So this is a fight between Mark Vera and a mechanic banner for Muhammad named Morris. Some heated something. This is big men lose control of self, and this is what's happening at the races. Right? So Brian Max went to the races. Brian Max went to the races. What you going, Annie? This race where fight is happening, people is doing all kind of madness. This. We can't fight. Right? Fight happen. And Brian Max now gone into surprise and fear that somebody do he care something. He gone into mad fit and rage. That is not somebody jagged you. Send somebody among the thousands of people. I don't know if Brian Max think he's everybody's friend and everybody like he. I know dancing don't like he. So I don't know if he think he's loved as a result of me doing. You think everybody like me? There are enough people that cost me and don't like me. But at the races where thousands of people were agitated, frustrated, hundreds of people who don't like Brian Max, thousands who might have liked him, but hundreds who ain't like he, is Jagdeo responsible. Listen to this rant.
Fucking political career is fucking over, Jagdeo. Over! Pack your bags and leave the fucking country. Pack your bags and leave the fucking country. You send somebody to cut my fucking brakes, lad?
No. How? How so? How so? And why? He said that the car was there from since Sunday. He said he train brakes fitting it. Now, let me tell you. There's no accident. That brakes line was cut. You ever tell you? Brakes got brakes lines, got an outer, an exterior, an interior, and multiple layers to ensure when you apply to the brakes, it stands up to that pressure. And it is run in material that holds PSI, pounds per square inch, that is tested to sustain certain amount of pressure. That thing what happened to Brian Max is a clear cut. I will give him that. What I don't trust in what he's saying, and now Jack Dio becomes the one who got send somebody up there, is the fact that he got thinking it. He had been in there before. Check it. He know what he would have uncovered. Because how jagged you become. Of all the things could have happened at the races, of all the hundreds of people who would be there and don't like him, jagged you had to send somebody. People taking madness as entertainment too much in this country. You understand? Now, what Brian Max has not paid attention to is his utterances. Obviously, he doesn't have any proof, and he intended and planned this. His utterances are a direct threat to the vice president. He's just crossed the line. That there will obviously warrant the attention of the authorities, and Brian Max needs to be pulled in because he's pushing his luck. And Brian Max can't take lock up. The last time Brian Max got locked up during the election, he cried like a fucking baby. This madman needs to be pulled in. Luckily for him, we're in the 21st century, and be the society we live in, everything people just take for joke. Long time he would have been mentally, he would have been institutionalized in a facility to address his mental state. We take too much of things to make joke in this day. You understand? And if you're going to address the vice president of Guyana in such a manner, the authorities have to deal with this immediately, because when so are they security personnel and detail for the vice president briefed on the present and impending danger to the vice president by Brian Max? Do they know if this man is even close in the perimeter of the vice president? He needs to be placed on his belly and his face and handcuffed immediately, because he publicly stated these things.
You send somebody to cut my fucking brakes line, Barjagna? Are you a fucking madman? Are you a fucking lunatic? You endanger my fucking life. You want me to fucking die?
Wait. What Brian Max got in his hand, they're screwed. What is this thing in Brian Max's hand? Brian Max smoking weed? What cunt is this? Brian Max got a spliff in his hand. Hey bro, you have known Brian to smoke marijuana? Oh. Okay. Safe. You know, Dan say he don't smoke weed, but this looks.
You send somebody cut my fucking brakes, line bar jug you? Are you a fucking madman? Are you a fucking lunatic? You endanger my.
What is this? What is it? I don't understand. Because he hold the thing. What is this little thing here?
Life, you want me to.
Is a cigarette or a spliff? There's a spliff. There's something between the hand and is he left-hander, right-hander? I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to figure out an explanation for.
Fucking die! Is this the kind of fucking country we live in? Is this what I fought for fucking democracy for?
So Brian Max has this delusion that he fought for democracy. After all the things, the uprising at Bats and the riots and the international community and what happened at Parliament and what happened at the conference center and the whole recount and what happened at with Mingo and this is the man. After all that people did, so many Guyanese came out and spoke out and highlighted the issue. After all of that, he owns it. I'm hoping to see the authorities have Brian Max in custody and an investigation as it relates to threats made against the vice president initiated. I'm hoping to see that before the day is out. I'm waiting to hear what the authorities have to say. Except they're asleep and they're waiting for something to happen before they act. Peace out. Keep it real.